Hi, my name is Tony Ingesson. I'm an assistant professor of intelligence analysis here at Lund University. For this article, I went on a deep dive to untangle a story involving the CIA, a mysterious nerve agent antidote, Soviet military equipment captured during the 1973 Yom Kippur War, as well as both open and secret toxicological and pharmaceutical research carried out behind the Iron Curtain during the Cold War.
It all started when I found a strange article in the CIA digital archives. It was a piece published in the Washington Post on October 4th, 1984. It described top-secret experiments carried out by the CIA to test a previously unknown Soviet nerve agent antidote, captured from an Egyptian armored vehicle by the Israelis during the Yom Kippur War in 1973. The newspaper story goes on by describing the whole affair as a massive CIA blunder. The antidote contained two familiar substances, but the third was allegedly a mystery, a known hallucinogen called benactazine. According to the story, the US Army was so convinced by the results of these experiments that it ordered 7 million copies of the Soviet antidote. 5 years later, the author of the story claims that the US Army realized that it had made a huge mistake and that the antidote would leave soldiers on a high, helpless trip. So I looked into the history and use of this mysterious benactazine, tracing it from modern research publications back to the murky world of Cold War military research. I also went on a search for the 7 million auto-injectors, where it was surprisingly difficult to find information, so I searched in patent databases. I found declassified reports on the handing over of captured Soviet equipment by the Israelis in the immediate aftermath of the Yom Kippur War in 1973. And I looked in the archives for reports from the experiments carried out by the US military.
What I found was that the newspaper article got some things right, but way more things wrong. In fact, what I found was a completely different story. And now I'd like to share that story with you.